It's the Hot Hits with Nic and Loren, and we have been yapping away and giggling away with Tom Nethersole, who is here. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
And what's so ironic about that is this record that you've just put out is so fucking heartbreaking and ripped us to shreds listening to it.
Yeah, it's not the nicest thing to listen
The
to.
duality of man.
Yes.
It's so true. Can you tell people listening to you for the first time, getting to know you, what this new record, it's called Father, Son and the Space in Between, what it's about?
Yeah, in very simple terms, Father, Son, and the Space in Between is the story of youth and vulnerability and kind of just what wilts around you as you grow up.
100%.
You, Nick had to warn me about this album. He sent me a message last night. He said, give this a listen. I'm just warning you. I lost my dad at a young age. I was 13. And I don't normally get sad about it in a way, but when you meet someone who's gone through a very similar thing, I feel really emotional thinking of that little person. Not even you. And I think about little Lauren myself too. Do you have that similar thing when you look at like little Tom and you go, that sucked for little Tom? Or is it because it evolves so much as you grow too?
Yeah, and I don't know if it was the same for you, but like I pushed down that feeling for a long time. And I think like in my teenage years, there was a lot of resentment towards like my dad or to like my 3 older siblings of like, why did no one like help, or like why was no one like looking after? And obviously they were doing the best that they could. But yeah, there's definitely times when I look back and I'm like, oh, like you were so like scared, and I don't think I even knew it at the time that I was feeling scared. I think I was just trying to do my best. But yeah, there's a sense of like looking back at me at that age, or even people who are that age when my mum passed away, and it's just like, oh, you poor thing.
I know. You just go, oh, that little tiny person. Like it's so sad.
You don't deserve that.
No.
Yeah.
How, I mean, obviously that was a completely traumatic event. Do you put so much of that into your music? Does that help? Is it almost like a type of therapy for you?
I think so. I think it's interesting that kind of event and losing my mum when I was 8 years old kind of made me mature and like grow up very, very quickly.
Of course.
Which is like something that you kind of grieve. It's like the childhood that you didn't really get to have. But in the same way as like growing up very quickly and maturing very quickly, I think like it also took so long for me to process it. So it's kind of this duality of taking a long time to kind of reflect on those things while also growing up and having to think about those things before you really should have to. So yeah, I think it's been like a blessing and a curse that it's made me have to be very like emotionally intelligent and like communicate effectively, not only to myself, but to other people. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And using music is one of those forms of communication. When it comes to channeling those feelings, and obviously the vulnerability it's at an 11 on this record, how do you work out how this sounds? Because, you know, going into it, I kind of had a feeling what it was going to sound like. They're big, they're bold, they're epic kind of songs. Was that always the way it was going to sound? How do you kind of turn an emotion into a sound?
I mean, they all kind of started at like the indie acoustic sad boy.
Yes.
The guitar. But yeah, I think I was a bit scared of like leaning into that kind of indie folk kind of sound and like some country elements on Ardmona Road, the last track, because like I think it can just be very overdone, but I think it just suited how vulnerable and raw these kind of songs are. So that's where I naturally kind of lent into. I think if I had done some kind of production that was like very over the top and like a big pop banger with these sad kind of lyrics, I think it just would have been a disservice to the stories and the lyrics that are in the songs.
Yeah.
Tell us about the number 8, because that is a big number in your world, in your history, in who you are as a person. How have you incorporated that into this music as well? Yeah,
so there's 8 tracks on this EP, Father, Son, and the Space in Between, because I was 8 years old when my mum passed away. My birthday is on the 8th of December. It's just this reoccurring thing of the number 8.
Do you look at it as a lucky number in a way, or is it kind of like it's just your number?
It kind of just feels like my number, and I think, it's a bit of a bittersweet. It's somewhere in the space in between of those two things.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
This record, I think, is one that people just need to really just take their time with and really go into with that kind of tenderness in their heart.
Sit down with a cup of tea and listen to this album. It's just like a real... Just listen. It's a proper listen to it album.
Do you find, the music you're gravitated towards, and I know you cite Ryan Beatty as an influence, which makes me very happy. He's my favourite artist in the world. Do you find yourself gravitating towards artists who really do make you lean in to listen to their music?
Yeah, and I think there is a real like quality and a real skill of artists that make you lean in as opposed to throwing things in your face.
Yeah.
I think that in like a world now that is very like about consumption and like very quickly consuming things, it's nice to have something that you sit with, not just for the first time to listen to, but you continue to come back to and the meaning continues to develop and shape.
Yeah.
I think that that's something very special that I didn't want this to just be like chewed up and spit out by listeners. I really want it to sit with people for years, whether this is something they've gone through in the past, whether they're going through it now, or whether it's something they go through in the future. I really want this music to kind of soundtrack that.
Absolutely.
You're playing Spilt Milk.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
cool.
when you think
So
of
sick.
so sick, it's so awesome. When you think of little Tom back in rural Victoria,
Yeah.
growing up, going through all of these emotions, if you could say something to him about what you are embarking on right now, what would it be?
Oof, that's so much pressure. Tom, give me 5. Thank you, 5. I think I would just say, like, trust yourself and, like, don't try and conform or be swayed too much by other people's opinions. I think there was a long time of me trying to, like, make myself smaller, and that only was a disservice to me and the people around me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a tipping point where you decided and realized that you can live as kind of large and yourself as you want? Was there a particular moment?
I think it was just being incredibly, like, depressed when I was making myself smaller. Like, anytime that I was kind of, like, shunned for being expressive, like, the little glances that you get from people, like, on the street or members of your family, or kind of just them trying to contain you a little bit more, I just started to recognize that that was a feeling that I absolutely hated, and I kind of just wanted to fight back against that and be like, but no, I'm doing this for a reason, and it makes me so happy to be expressing myself in this way. It's not hurting anyone. Like, I can see that it's, like, bringing joy to, like, my friends when we're both expressing ourselves in this way. So why am I dimming myself down for these people who are supposed to love me or are supposed to care for me? Yeah.
You're the best.
You are the best.
This has been beautiful.
Sorry if this was like, but this is the stuff I want to talk to you about. I
Yeah.
just think
I don't know,
it's
we're
like,
jumping straight in. I love it.
yeah, but I just think it's important. I
Yeah.
think there's so many artists that would be going through, not exactly what you have gone through in your life, but a similar sort of trajectory. And for them to hear you speak like that, I think is a really beautiful thing.
Yep.
Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
You're on a very special tip at the moment.
You are.
And I think, when I first discovered you, it was just so easy to work out who you were. And that comes down to working out who you are and expressing that so forwardly. And when you say you used to kind of push yourself down a little bit, it makes complete sense. But realizing that, you make other people happy the way that you are, and you make yourself happy the way that you are, that comes across in the music as well. Like, you really just are you.
Thank you. I'm not very happy in the music, but yeah, I agree with you. That's very sweet. And
Are you happy in life at the moment, do you think?
I am, yeah. I think I'm objectively have a very, very nice life right now. And I think it's a constant thing of, like, tapping in and, thinking of little Tom. And, like, my housemate is also a musician and also grew up in Shepparton. So it's, like, constantly a thing of us telling each other, like, hey,
We did this.
wake up, remember,
Yeah.
remember who you are. They're like, oh my God, like, and I have to post this, like, content. It's actually, like, so stressful. And, like, people just don't get it, and I should have some more help. And we're like, no, 100%.
Yeah.
And then we have to, like, sit down with each other and be like, hey, let's be real with each other for a second. You're doing so well. Like, just stop this talk. You just had this amazing thing come up. You just got booked for this tour or something. Just stop. Like, have a bit of perspective.
Just sit in it, because it's so easy. I mean, we do that all the time.
Yeah,
it
we're
is so
all guilty
easy
of
to just
it.
be like, oh, this sucks. But I'm like, am I fucking serious? My life is pretty great.
I wasn't sure if we were allowed to swear.
Oh,
So
okay,
this is
okay.
good. I was hesitating to say shut up before, so
No,
this is
oh my
good to
God,
know.
please.
We are a big, we use the bleep button a lot on
Yeah,
this
we
show.
love a beat button.
Because we ain't filtering ourselves at all. But yeah, it's true. Like, we all are guilty of thinking that what we have is not enough and wanting more. And I think it's an admirable trait that we have, that we always want the best for ourselves and we always want to improve ourselves. But sometimes you just got to smell the roses.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
it's nice that you do have each other for that as well, and, like, other people in your life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need, like, that cheerleader and that outside force to, and even if they're not the ones saying it, you're like, oh, why am I saying this to you? Like, shut up, Tom.
Loz and I will bitch to each other about things that are going on, and then we go like our job is like
This is our
Never
dream.
actually really lucky.
Come in and
touch some guys.
touch grass.
Seriously, like,
Get
nobody
back
has a
in
life like
nature,
us.
and we'll be fine. So what else are you doing tour-wise other than Spilt Milk? You've got other shows, yeah?
Yeah, I just announced the, like, Boy in Blue tour. So I have a couple of Melbourne shows coming up, and then Spilt Milk in December.
Slay.
Yeah, have an EP launch in Melbourne on November 15th with a band for the first time, which I'm really, really excited about. Yeah, that's, like, really what's bringing me a lot of joy right now is
Yeah.
thinking about
That's so
rehearsals.
cool.
Like, it feels really cool to see these songs with that band. And even though like there was a lot of collaboration on this EP, working with different producers and artists and stuff like that, it feels so nice to have like these songs that I wrote so intimately be performed with like people that I truly love and respect and just admire so much. Like that's so cool.
It
Yeah.
is so
to like
cool.
pull together your friends and be able to perform in that way. Like that's so freaking special.
Do you
Frickin'.
envision frickin'?
Yeah.
It's fucking special.
Yeah. No, it fucking is.
Do you envision it when you're writing these songs? Do you envision the live component of it when you're, and because it's different, you know, they're not like upbeat. They're sort of this beautiful thing. It takes a different perspective. How so it all came in together?
Yeah, I think there's sometimes where I'm like, oh, I can imagine like this certain listener or this certain person who comes to my shows listening to this song, and that's so beautiful. Or I'm thinking about how I would perform this on stage, like while I'm writing it, and I think that is so cool to have that vision from the start. But then there's also some songs that I write and some lyrics that I write where I'm like, oof, I'm so glad this is never coming out.
Yeah.
and then a year later, I'm like, so it's gonna be the title track. It's going to be great.
100 million streams. Everyone's heard it.
Do you want to get in the cover art, Dad?
Yeah.
We have loved getting to know you today, Tom Nethersole. The record is out by the time that this is on the radio. It'll be out anyway. That's why I'm speaking like it is already out, but I know it's not already out. Once again, it's called Father, Son, and the Space in Between as I look down at my phone. Tom Nethersole, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having us.
That was so sweet.
Having
So
us?
good.
Having me.
It's fine. Little Tom and
Thank you for having Lauren.
Yeah.
I know it was trouble.
It's a fucking chore.
Yeah. No, it fucking is.
Oh, so good.
This has been lovely. This has been genuinely amazing.
So good.